Hey Tribe, Mobility 101, this is Coach Daniel at CrossFit HelvetiX. I want to show you how to apply the concept of functional range conditioning into your own training. Our goal is to improve the usable range of motion, or let's say improve the workspace for your joints. Mobility is determined by joint range of motion, motor control and strength. First things first, assessment of external rotation of my shoulder. Everyone can do that at home. If you don't have an upright like I have, the door frame will do the same thing. I know that my external rotation on the left shoulder is not as good as the right shoulder, and as I'm right-handed, it's kind of a normal thing, but I want to see how big is the gap, how much is the difference over here. So when you do it, try to bring your elbow in this 90-degree position, put it on the door frame. I try to have my shoulder and my elbow in line. Make sure that you contract your midline or you squeeze your core, because when I'm doing it and I'm arching my back, this would be like a compensation. I don't want to have that. That's like on all our CrossFit movements, we don't want to do that. I want to stay tight over here and I want to bring my hand as far away from the door frame as possible. That was max on the right side. And now testing on the left side, 90 degrees, elbow, shoulder in one line, contract my midline and going there. Staying tight. Okay, when you do it, make sure that the elbow is not leaving the door frame. Now you've seen both sides and I can feel it and you can probably see it. There's a big gap between the left and the right side. Now the conclusion, I know that my external rotation on the left side sucks comparing to the right side, or let's say there's a big difference between the left and the right side, and to minimize my risk of injury and to improve my performance and to improve the way I move, I need to work on this external rotation on the left side. How do I do it? I apply the concept of functional range conditioning, which is the PAILs and RAILs first, so the progressive angular isometric loading followed by regressive angular isometric loading. Sounds like rocket science, is very easy. I show you how to do it. I'm starting with this side because this is the side I need to work on, obviously. Going back into this 90 degrees, bringing the shoulder and the elbow in line, and now I will hinge my upper body, or I will hinge in my hip to bring my upper body in a position where I feel stretch. So I can feel some stretch on my pecs, I can feel some stretch on the back of my shoulder. And now I'm going for the PAILs contraction, which means I will press my hand into the beam for 10 seconds for around about 80% of my max effort. And then I release. And I will keep my hinging over here, my upper body, and I try to bring my hand away, which is the rails contraction. And rest. See, there's a big effort over here because I need a lot of strength to do it. And now I'm hinging more and I'm getting into the stretch deeper. So this is the progressive, the progression I need to make. Again, I repeat, I press with my hand the PAILs contraction for 10 seconds. Now I'm trying to go for 100%. Again, I relax, but I try to keep my upper body in the same position, and I try to get into the rails contraction, my hand away. Relax. Whew. Now I'm getting into the stretch. I'm trying to lean forward just a little bit more. Feel more stretch. And then go over again. PAILs contraction first. 100%, max effort. Contract everything you have. Relax. Stay in this upper body position, I hinge over here, and I try to bring my hand away. Rails contraction, max effort. Relax and stretch again. Okay, now I've done that, I try to assess my left shoulder again. So I'm going into the same setup I used for the assessment in the very beginning. This is the 90-degree angle. Now I keep my upper body in line because I wanted to have the same angle as it was before, and I'm trying to get my hand away as far as I can from the beam. This is my max effort over here. I felt a difference, and probably you can see the difference as well. So this little magic exercise over here just took me around 90 seconds. We did 3 cycles of 10-second PAILs contraction, 10-second rails contraction, and maybe another 10 seconds of stretch. Can be a little bit more as well. So let's think about using this exercise daily, only on your weak side. Would take you around 90 seconds or maybe up to 2 minutes each day. The advantage of these isometric contractions, there's no tissue damage because we don't have these shear forces. So you can do it every day or you can do it every other day. So don't take it too easy. The contraction need to be a max contraction. So it only works if we ramp up to 100% contractions. So remember to activate your midline, incorporate proper belly breathing, and then go for max range. So this needs to be a progressive adaptation, and therefore we need to expand the range of motion every time we do it, and this will lead us to more shoulder external rotation. I want to teach my central nervous system how to use progressively larger ranges of motion. And on top of that, I want to prepare the tissue to function in these newly acquired ranges. This is the progressive adaptation. So that's how it's done. There's no magic pill, it's no rocket science. Everyone can do it at home with little equipment and in no time. Okay, if you want to dive deeper into the theory of functional range conditioning, I put all the relevant links in the description of this video. So check out the links down there. Stay tuned for more videos, for more joint workspace, and have fun.